Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. It's our morning outlook, pre-market outlook, and it's around 6:41 a.m. on the 3rd of October when I'm recording this. Yesterday, my instincts seemed to be that the market is going to go down, but I also had the fear that that'll be a contrary to expectation kind of reaction. I saw that happen in the sense that semiconductors grabbed a lot of money, but technology did not. Today, the indices are all looking red, but as it is, October is a confusing month. It's a difficult month. So let's take a look at the way things are going. But one bright spot I saw yesterday was Illumina. We'll talk about that as well. Let's get started. Well, as always, let's start with the news. If you look at the futures out here, Dow futures is down 0.33%. S&P is down 0.30% and Nasdaq is down 0.43%. In the past, when we have had futures so low, the day has started red for sure, and most of the times it has ended red, but we never know. This is the month of October with a lot of volatility, so things could be different, so we got to be careful. Other big news is the Tesla disappointment. The share fell significantly, and then I look at the Canadian side of the news, looking at Bloomberg out here, and Bloomberg seems to be on the point because the rest of the media is missing the Middle East action. So as Israel is hitting Beirut, there is still the option with Israel to hit Iran. And it has to do something, otherwise it's going to indicate to Iran that it can continue to send a barrage of 200 odd missiles and Israel would do nothing. So there is definitely some response coming in. There is an island of Iran from where 95% of its oil exports take place. And if nuclear facilities cannot be targeted, I'm pretty sure that Israel is going to target that in order to cripple Iran's financial capability so that it won't be able to afford as many missiles to send across as it did. And if that happens, then it's going to disturb the oil market a little bit, and it could have some consequences for us. On the other hand, Saudi is requesting OPEC members to stick to the quotas to prevent oil from going to all-time lows. So there is a little bit of extra supply happening from OPEC members, which they are trying to put a control on. And also Libyan oil is coming in. So the oil picture is not absolutely bleak as such, but in the past, when Iran has been removed from the supply chain, oil had been pricey. So we have to look forward to that as well as a risk factor. So that's what I would say. And of course, the Chinese stock market is going on a sugar high based on the government subsidies and protections. So that's what I have there. And then looking at the economic calendar, the jobless claims, continuous jobless claim and initial jobless claims are going to come in at 8:30 this morning. They could also indicate whether we are heading for a soft landing or a hard landing. The Fed understands that the inflation is contained, but they are concerned about the job situation. They don't want the economy to go into a recession. So these are critical data points out here. And then, of course, we have the ISM Services PMI. Now, ISM Services PMI is a survey of all the purchase and sales managers in the service sector, which is a non-manufacturing sector, to find out how the market is shaping up for them. And a reading above 50 out here is considered to be expansionary, and below 50 is considered to be contracting. Now, if you look at the past, we were in a contracting situation in April and June, and since July we have been above 50, and right now the consensus for ISM is 51.3 and 51.7, and the forecast is 51.3. So I think if we come at around 51.7, then I think it will be seen as a stronger economy, that we are away from recession. And anything between 51.3 and 51.7 is subject to interpretations. So I can't comment about that. And then, of course, on Friday we have non-farm payrolls. unemployment rate, and also we are going to have the options closing, options expiries. So that's what we have there. And if you look at the heat map of stocks, yesterday ended with the energy being absolutely green. I think my concerns about oil prices probably are reflected out here. The market is probably paying heed to it. Oil and gas is also pretty green out here if you look at this segment out here. And the other area that attracted money was semiconductors. They attracted a lot of money, and I'm thinking that today money may go out of semiconductors and into technology sectors, or probably into consumer defensive, household, those areas, and also into utilities and basic materials and gold. This is my thought process for today. I might be wrong. After all, I'm a retail investor. I am just trying to find my way through the markets. Now let's look at the TradingView platform, where we have the Nasdaq futures, which are down 0.42%, and we have this huge area of demand out here, this green band. So I'm thinking if the 50-day exponential did not support us today, this green band should definitely support, and the border of the green band is at 19,735. Now let's look at QQQ. In QQQ, we see a gain of 0.14% yesterday, but today pre-market we are down minus 0.41%, and we have this 20-day exponential which supported us yesterday, but today we'll have to see whether it will continue to remain a support. Our next line of support is at 474.19 in my opinion, and we are looking at a momentum which is flat but still above average, so there is still a little hope here. But when it comes to MACD, it's ready to cross over the signal line to become bearish. So as the market opens, we'll find out which direction we are taking. The economic data can also nudge us in the right direction. In AI, we have Google down 0.52%, Tesla down 1.5% pre-market. Tesla suffered a setback yesterday with the delivery numbers. And then we have Apple, which is down 0.56%, Meta, which is down 0.70% pre-market, Amazon down 0.68% pre-market. Amazon is still trying to get into this diagonal line of support. I have to mark this red. I haven't done it before. Sorry about that. So it's a line of resistance that we have to cross and get into. And today in the morning, it seems that our 50-day exponential moving average, which is this blue line, is giving us support, and if we stay above that, we have some hope. But if we fall below that, then I think with a weak momentum and bearish MACD, I think Amazon is likely for a much deeper correction. Microsoft is down 0.16%, and it's got a support from the 150-day exponential moving average, and it seems that pre-market it has broken down below that. So I think the next support that Microsoft would have is going to be somewhere around 399.89 in my opinion. And we look at AMD, which is down 0.23% pre-market, and Palantir is down 0.27% pre-market, and we have FNGU down 0.74% pre-market, Broadcom is down 0.56% pre-market, Oracle is down 0.14% pre-market, Micron is down 0.18% pre-market. A steady drop, very bearish sign out here. Momentum is just about hanging above average, but it's very flat. MACD is ready to cross over to the bearish side, and if you look at Cloudflare, it is down 0.30%, but it has created a slightly bullish pattern out here. Let us see what happens with that. And then we have Nvidia, which is up 1.12%. That's a strong jump, but we'll still have to see it cross over this diagonal line of resistance out here. And once it does that, I would say that we are in a much better position with Nvidia. We have Qualcomm, which is down 0.67%. SMCI is down 0.79%. ARMS Technology is down 0.02%. ASML is down 0.59%. Intel Corporation is down 0.67%. And we have SMH, which is the semiconductor ETF, down 0.15%. So overall, the semiconductor seems to be in a position to give way. And when I look at the way technology stocks are positioned pre-market, it seems that even technology stocks are going to lose money. And then we go on to genomics. We look at PACB, which is down 0.61%. There's a lot of volatility in PACB. IMTX is down 6.16%. Something big has happened out here, but I have not been able to find anything on Google search. But IMTX definitely is a buying opportunity because there would be a bounce back after such a big sale. There are no trades pre-market as yet. Unless it's a real bad news item, I think a bounce back is in order. So that could be a day trade opportunity or potentially a swing trade opportunity. But again, this is my personal opinion, not financial advice, so please be careful. Bluebird Bio is up 0.04% pre-market. Ginkgo Bioworks is up 1.82% pre-market. Prime has got no movement, even though there has been some trade pre-market. It's flat. Allogene has got no trades pre-market. Iowa has no trades pre-market. mRNA is down 0.43% pre-market. Beam Therapeutics has got no trades pre-market. Intellia is flat pre-market. Editas is flat pre-market. Altimmune is flat pre-market. Caribou Biosciences has no trade pre-market. CRISPR Therapeutics is down 0.48% pre-market. MACD as well as the RSI is looking weak. And we are looking at ARCG, which is flat pre-market. And it's still riding this diagonal line of support out here. It remains to be seen if we remain within this zone for the next few days, because if we bounce back up, then we'll start watching the upper line and see if we can break through above that and become bullish. Grail has got no trades pre-market. Illumina was very bullish yesterday. It jumped 7.78% pre-market. I'm not able to find any news item about Illumina except the fact that they have a presentation coming up. It's called as the next big thing is small. It's a virtual event on Wednesday, October 9, and it promises to unveil something about sequencing, which is about to be up-leveled. It says, watch and learn how new innovative technology will help improve genomic insights and propel your next great discovery. Learn about new sequencing innovations, see early application data generated with new technology, hear from early access users. So this has put a little bit of excitement into Illumina. And as I said, Illumina is already primed to jump because the albatross of Grail has been removed from around its neck and it won the ECB case. So Illumina is in the clear, and we have a cup and handle target for Illumina, which will take Illumina to 161.54. I have around 50 Illumina and I'm planning to buy a little more, but I think Illumina is one of the bright spots in genomics. Verve has got no trades pre-market. And that brings me to an end of my presentation this morning. Well, I would summarize and conclude by saying that money is going to move out of technology and semiconductors today, it seems so. And we have to watch for the economic data to come out and see whether we are closer to a soft landing, whether the soft landing thesis is being hardened, or whether there's a new fear of recession. Also remember, there's geopolitical turmoil going on and oil prices can go up, and we can see that money is moving into the oil and gas sector. So keep all those things in mind. I wish you the very best. I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.